Hello, dear Virgos, and welcome to your astrology forecast for the month of November 2022. Intense month awaits us. The second round of eclipses had just entered the doorway, with the partial solar eclipse on the 25th of October in your third house, and there will be also a total lunar eclipse on the 8th of November in your ninth house. And to understand these energies better, we must go back in time, when the first series of eclipses happened, back in May. So, 3 times the eclipses are touching these particular areas of your life, the third and the ninth house. And why it is important to give you the time span of the events? Well, because it is mind-blowing that your ruler, Mercury, the whole 3 times is in the heat of the events, forming a conjunction with the Sun. During the first and the last of the series of eclipses, the conjunction is happening in Taurus in your ninth house. At both times, Mercury is in its retrograde phase. But during the second series of eclipses, which is happening now, on the 8th of the month, the conjunction will happen in Scorpio, while Mercury is direct and in Cazimi phase. So let's dive deeper and get to the point of these energies. And it is a lot to grasp, so let me try to visualize these energies for you. So, for example, back in May, you have decided that you want to learn all about gardening, let's say. You felt that creative spark and insight to start a new chapter in your life, and you are gathering all the details on how to approach this new thing. And maybe you already had the knowledge, but you were thinking about how to start to teach this particular skill in a creative way. Because Saturn is in your 6th house in Aquarius, maybe through blogging or social media, for example, YouTube channel. And this is only an example, which I have chosen because it describes perfectly the sign of Virgo, always learning and improving. Whenever the planets are transiting Arcadian houses, the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 12th house, we are putting a lot of work and energy in order to achieve results. The Arcadian houses are about repetition. We write columns in the 3rd house. We are maintaining our health in our 6th house. In the 9th house, we are making meaning of whatever comes in our way. And in the 12th house, we are learning to release, to let it go. And those things are not easy. Some of you will have to leave your regular jobs in order to follow your passion. And that is because Saturn is transiting your 6th house. But in the end, whatever it takes to achieve your creative freedom, it will be worth it. And definitely, this particular series of eclipses will be upgrading your mind, skillfulness, perception. Travel is also a big theme with the 3rd and the 9th house, meeting people of different origin and cultures because of Uranus in your 9th house. And Uranus has been expanding your horizons since 2018, a very powerful teacher to have in your 9th house. And Pluto is at the end of Capricorn in your 5th house. Definitely, you are creating something big and meaningful in your life, which will have a long-lasting transformational effect on your life. And you have to break to your previous norms of being in order to manifest this change. Another important trigger this month will be the square between Mars and Neptune. Mars in its retrograde phase in your 10th house and Neptune also retrograde in your 7th house. So, relationships, intimate or business-wise, will be challenging you this month. Neptune is dissolving a particular illusion which you have been holding on to in this sector of your life. And this has been happening for quite some time now. And Mars will amplify the need to act on those patterns. And because of the retrogradation of these 2 planets, which are in a tense aspect, therefore, they might bring more passive-aggressive behaviors with those type of people in your life. The 10th and the 7th house also represent legal matters, institutions. So, if you have to do with something in that area, it is better to wait because some kind of fraud might happen. Or if you have been the one making some kind of illegal things, this configuration might expose your fraud. But of course, we are talking of extremes here. And when it comes to extremes, for some of you, your marriage might be put on pedestal because of exposure of an affair. Anyway, Neptune is always that godly energy, teaching us wisdom and humility, and it is better if we don't resist the change, because it is very needed even if you're not able to see that in the heat of the moment, while the dissolvement takes place. But you're one of the mutable signs, which accept change with more ease than the other modalities. And I will conclude the interpretation with the ingress of Sun, Venus and Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius in your 4th house, which will happen towards the end of the month, when we will have also a new moon in the very same sign on the 23rd of November. And these placements will be very positively aspecting Pluto in your 5th house and also Jupiter and Neptune in your 7th house. So, you will be spending more time with your loved ones. Maybe you will be celebrating something or creating something in your home, working on the interior of your home space because of Venus. Things like that. You will be having meaningful conversations filled with harmony and love. It will be a wonderful conclusion of this intense month for you. Here I am concluding my analysis of this month for you. And if you like the interpretation, click like and subscribe. And don't forget to write me your experience of this month for you. I will be looking forward to it. Until the next time, I wish you a happy November.